What's up YouTube, Barcode here, bringing you another Heir of Light video. This video is, for one, a coupon code video with 10 free summons. I will be giving that coupon out later, along with summoning those 10 stones. I also want to talk about Twitch. So I am thinking about streaming Heir of Light on Twitch. Now, my life is very busy, wife, 2 kids, business, etc. So on this video, if I get 100 likes on this video, I will stream once a week for sure. Mainly probably on a weekend night, preferably to help new players, answer questions, show my daily routine, whatever the case may be. I haven't decided on times or whatever, but if I get 200 likes, I will do 2 streams a week to help the community, you know, answer questions and just to hang out with you guys, like I used to when I stream YouTube. I'll probably stream Twitch, but maybe I'll do YouTube. I haven't decided, but that is my plan. So make sure to hit that like button if you want to see some streams and you know, communicate with everybody. We need more streamers, we need more content creators, right? And we need more this game to shine. So we need it to be broadcasted out to other communities as well. So that is my plan. I also want to talk about joining Discord, so I will leave the description down below. I'm also leaving the coupon description down below, but the Discord description down below, make sure to join. I mean, make everybody, this game is a lot of auto repeat, right? So a lot of people are just talking more on Discord than they are in game. So if you have questions, if you want to just chit chat with whatever, you know, the community manager Heir is on there, and also dev team Leo, who takes a lot of suggestions. There's all types of different pages on the Discord that you can throw out suggestions, bugs, whatever, questions, whatever you got. Just make sure to join the Discord. Discord is very, very valuable. The main focus on this video today, besides coupon code and Discord and Twitch and whatever, is Water Charlotte. Now, Water Charlotte is a Origin 4-star or natural 4-star character that is amazing for early, mid, and even late game, depending on your status of free-to-play, minnow, shark, whale, balloon, whatever, right? So she is awesome. I'm going to talk about her. She is an ignore defense character on her combo skill, which is her 3rd skill, and I was going to wait till she was fully skilled up, but her 3rd skill ultimate is what makes her great. It is max skilled, so I wanted to talk about her now and showcase her now. Her 3rd skill is ignore defense, deals 64% damage that ignores enemies defense. It's a 1 multi-hit. Okay, so against Fire Hide, you know, not too good, whatever. We'll go into crafting and see if we can look at multi-hits, or into the avatars to see if she can actually do multi-hits, but I'll go into that here in a minute. But she is max skilled on this, so she has a damage increase of 80% on this ultimate. So I'll show you what I run her with, and you know, how much damage she can do. And another note, 4th Awakening ally Spiegel is present, attack increases by 120%. This is also important because of Fire Spiegel, which his passive, if you run him with her, his passive fills the combo skill gauge up by 10% when an ally tank class is struck. So that's huge. So I mean, I'm running Fire Hide, Water Charlotte, Fire Spiegel, you know, for PvP, and for other cases +1, it doesn't really matter. Water Charlotte will do her thing and it's perfect. So it's an amazing combo for Charlotte to have with Spiegel. So let's go into the avatars for Water Charlotte. You can get a multi-hit combo skill. So with her ignore defense, that's huge, right? Because multi-hitting with tanks that have passives that are, you know, you can only do a certain % of max HP of the tank. 101 multi-hit combo skill is not very good, but it just depends on the tank and who you're facing and whatever the case may be. So if you wanted to spend some money on Water Charlotte, I would highly prefer and recommend that you put this multi-hit combo skill on. I don't know exactly if every single hit is ignore defense. I'm sure someone down below can comment and tell me that for sure, but I would assume so. At least every single hit, I don't know how much damage it would actually do. Maybe just take the total damage of one multi-hit and divide it by 4 is what I'm assuming. So that's assumptions. You can let me know if I'm wrong. Let's look at her gear right now that I have. It is an eruption set and a beast set, which obviously makes sense because all you really need to build her for is speed and attack, right? There's 2 ways to build her, right? You could do a very super fast double eruption with speed and the necklace and the gloves. What I have her on is full attack on all 4. Don't mind this piece of gear, it's a piece of crap. All 4, you know, gloves, helm, boots, and ring. And then the necklace, I have her on speed because I do want that extra speed. Now with this speed, with this type of gear, right? With this type of gear, she has 226 speed and 11k attack. So the other way to build her is to build her super fast. You know, you could probably do speed. You could still do beast and eruption, but instead of on the gloves having attack, you could put speed so that she goes even faster. You know, because sometimes and I could show you when I showcase her, she's right below the threshold where it's the 2nd skill, so I have to manually do it. And I'll kind of explain that here in just a second. Let's talk about the other elements of Charlotte, and they're all really good. If you get dupes of them, it's not a bad idea to build them. I mean, they're all having Nor defense. It's perfectly fine to build any of them. It could be debatable that Charlotte of Fire could be the best because she has a passive of a damage over time on chance. If an enemy with a debuff that increases damage received is on there. Right, so it's gimmicky. It's very gimmicky. She has that on her first skill, but it's still very gimmicky. Plus, it's only a level 1 damage over time. A lot of these passives need reworks because these are like original passes from the past, and some have changed, but some aren't. So it just depends, right? But still, I mean, she does ignore damage too, and she has a self-attack buff, so great, right? Nature, you know, same thing. Increases damage on first skill. Self-attack buff, and the passive on this one is increase a caster's attack for 15 seconds. Same thing as water, right? It's when you skill it up all the way, she gets a level 5 self-attack buff on her 2nd skill. So the passive is kind of meh, right? So let's go into light and dark. Light and dark, okay? So for light is dark, and they're both very good, right? And they actually have better stats than fire, water, and nature. As you can see, fire, water, and nature have 102 speed and a little bit lower attack. Light has 798 attack, and forest has 709. Normal elements have 709, right? So light and dark are always going to be better, okay? They're harder to transcend and awaken, right? You have to farm the shards, and whatever the case may be. But if you have dupes lying around, that's why I did Water Charlotte, because she's still good and she carries me, okay? Her passive, same thing. If you hit somebody with a skill that has the increased damage received, you increase the attack level 1. Why? You have a self-attack buff of level 5. It doesn't go over 5. So the passive need a rework, but light and dark would be preferred to build. I would say, I guess dark. It doesn't matter, but same thing. Okay, so definitely worth the build, especially if you get dupes of these. All right, so let's talk about where she shines. Right, I'll talk about the pros and cons of building her as well, but let's just bring you know, this a tank, Fire Spiegel for the link and the skill gauge buff, right? Water Charlotte, and then I'll just bring a Reser, right? Whatever. So I will go into this. Now, the pros about her, right? Ignore defense. She has a link with Spiegel, right? She's easy to transcend than a Nat 5, right? Because you can get dupes a lot easier. Easier to awaken. Lower materials needed to awaken her to max to get that necklace and ring. And she's just easy to build. You just build speed and attack. Okay, so if you were trying to clear tiles for the world map, super easy, right? Water Charlotte, second skill, is already up on the second global cooldown, and I just one shot for 1.6 million. Okay, took 9 seconds to clear that. You get 3 stars, you move on to the next tile. Okay, it starts getting harder, like in the sanctuaries here, where you're dealing with water rems who hit a ton for early game anyway. For late game, you guys are fine, but for early game, when you're working with, you know, like for example, this water rem that's coming up, I need something to take care of that. And what I do, and I'll treat this like tower invasion, okay? So what I do is I bring someone who can silence on a normal skill so that she doesn't do her AoE damage and destroy my whole front line, right? Because Water Rem will do that. Water Rem is a beast, okay? So what I do, and I treat this like tower invasion as well. I'm going to do a whole different video on tower invasion, but I literally just use Light Usher second skill first, manually, obviously, right? And then I attack buff with Spiegel. Now see Water Rem is silenced. She can't do her AoE, but actually I am silenced as well because of the tower. But that's okay. Hopefully I should be able to get the ult off first and one-shot her for 1.347 million. So that's not cool. Let's see if I can silence before she kills my whole team. See, I want to make Light Usher. I want to make Light Usher way faster. I want that silence to be permanent. And I think I can do that with good gear and max awakening and max transcendence. So there you go. So it took 2 times that time, right? 1.3 million with a level 5 attack debuff on my Water Charlotte. So pretty good. Let's talk about how she is useful in World Raid. World Raid, I use her in Fire, which is good because the ignored defense champions are good there. Okay, you know, I'm 9 months behind, so I don't do 300 million damage like the top players, right? For Fire, I'm at 23 million. Okay, and all I take is Water Charlotte. Okay, and it's not like I run out of time. I just die. So if I brought one more damage dealer, I would do less damage. So it's something I am working on. Okay, but the way I have it set up is Water Lido lowers the cooldowns of the world boss. Fire Spiegel buffs Charlotte, and Charlotte just keeps ulting and ulting and ulting non-stop. And Fire Spiegel also chains with Water Charlotte, so Water Charlotte can do more ultimate skill 3 damage, right? So that's how I use her in World Boss. Tower Invasion. Now, Tower Invasion, I am currently rank 3, and I just feel like if you know how to accomplish it, you can get a higher rank as well. Now, it is easier. Okay, I think Tower Evasion now, like back in the day, was a little bit harder than it is now because of how the game has evolved. So I think Tower Evasion needs a little rework. However, like maybe even 2 servants. You can do 2 servants on each floor, right? Kind of like Abaddon. Treat it like Abaddon, right? But Water Charlotte carries me throughout this whole thing. She really does. She will one-shot pretty much everybody, or 2-shot most tanks, or 3 to 5-shot a Fire Hide. Okay, and it just depends on who you take with. You know, I take my tank, I take Fire Spiegel, I take Water Charlotte, and my 4th just depends on who I am facing. I'll do another video on Tower Invasion separately when I have it not cleared, but Water Charlotte definitely carries me through there. Alright, let's talk about some PvP, shall we? What I take, obviously, is what I've been doing pretty much everywhere, is my tank, Fire Spiegel, and Water Charlotte. Okay, now this is a typical comp of Ishmael, Water Hylel, and a damage dealer. Okay, now if a shield goes up on Ishmael, that's when it's an issue. If it's his self shield, but mainly Heir's shield with her passive, right? Her passive is annoying, right? Because of reduces damage received from combo skills by 80% when the shield is active. So it hurts, right? However, because I have her built fast, I can use Fire Spiegel to my advantage, use it on second skill, and just hope that the Heir's shield doesn't go on Ishmael. And that's how I've been running PvP. Okay, so I will just showcase her in PvP and see how she can do. Now, I talked about the pros already for why building Water Charlotte, but the cons, there's not really many. It's just the passives are meh, right? That they need a rework. She's a glass cannon. She dies very easily. Her first and second skill are weaker, obviously, because she's a one skill type of character, right? And Nat 5's outshine her, obviously, as they should. So I got Fire Spiegel. Second skill, I have Water Charlotte. Now it depends on if, yep, so he had a shield up, so I was still able to do 315,000 damage, so that could be an issue. I'm going to throw out the heal over time and a defense buff, and what I want to do is hopefully before Heir silences my whole team is to, nope, okay, so hopefully this is why I want the potential of a resist. Luckily, I resisted everything, so that's cool. I have chain on Fire Spiegel, so hopefully I do a combo into Water Charlotte, which I did. This should kill, nope, it knocked down another shield, which is fine. Their Water Archangel is going to hit my Fire Hide, and doesn't do too much, but this should kill Ishmael finally. That's why shield Heir is so good, man. Okay, so now I rinse and repeat, right? That's what I want to do. So I'm gonna get this heal over time back with the defense buff. Ultimate with Water Charlotte again. This should kill Water Archangel. Yep. So 312,000, and that's after Heir's shield. Okay, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. So let's just go ahead and finish this dude off. Not out of context. Come on. Alright, Water Heir is probably going to silence me now. Oh, good. Water Charlotte resisted again. Alright, so that's GG. So that's how I use her in Water Charlotte. And there's that 1.64 million damage. And last but not least is Abaddon. So with Abaddon, Water Charlotte will carry you if you don't clear floor 100. Any Charlotte, mind you. I keep saying Water Charlotte, but that's just because that's what I built. Charlottes will pretty much carry you all the way to Abaddon. Even against weaker elements, even if you glance for normal, and in your level 70 Transcended got gear invested into Charlotte, she will clear all of 100, right? And I'm sure it's very easy to clear 100 anyways. So for Abaddon, Charlottes can get you up to a certain point. Now, the point I'm in right now is floor 80, and you need to bring 2 ranged DPS. So that is my issue right now, and that's why I can't clear. I have Dark Lucian, but she can't do it all. I mean, she's only level 60 as well. She does hit for a ton, but I need to bring a second ranged damage dealer, which I can bring one, but then I need it to do a lot of damage, because then I lose out on Fire Spiegel, because I need to bring a tank and I need to bring a healer. But it's just a point where I'm going to be at. But Charlotte can carry you through Abaddon. She carried me all the way up to this point. Alright, so now is time for the coupon code. Now, like as in every coupon code, every 2 weeks, if you are an Android user, you can go to the events tab up at the top left of the lobby. Scroll all the way down to your coupon code, promo code. You click on that, and today's code is Heir of Light 31. Heir of Light 31. And you will receive 10 summons in your mailbox. Barcode YouTube coupon. Thank you, Barcode. So if you are an iOS user, you need to go to the description down below in this video and click on the link specifically. That's the only way you can get it in iOS. Hopefully they fix that in the future. It's kind of annoying, but let's go ahead and get into these 10 summons. Hopefully I can get myself something nice, right? Just a shout out to CM Halel. Thank you for the coupon codes to be able to give this community what they deserve, because they love this game just as much as I do. So Forest Numon, awesome. That's what I wanted. Fire Ramon, awesome. Oh, there's some sparks. Come on, baby. And Usher. Water. So water is so gimmicky. It's been so gimmicky since the beginning, right? On paper, he sounds really good, right? A defense-based character, right? Who does break the defense of the enemy and increase self-defense buff and does defense damage on the third skill. But the passive, right? This should just be 100% if it crits or something like that. Let's keep summoning, right? Nope, I don't want to buy instant back to instant awaken my water Usher, which I won't use. Usher. Oh, Usher's actually a girl. If you didn't know, she is a girl. She is a dead girl. Dead girl. Just in case, because it looks like a guy. But read the backstory on Usher. Usher. Not the singer Usher. In-game Usher. So nothing good for me. Okay. I got some fodder. That's cool. I am cool with that. Level them up, fuse them up, right? Fuse them up. Fuse your characters up, guys. My next character will be most likely the Fire Enoch that I'm going to showcase for Nat 4 characters. I'm only going to showcase characters that I have level 70, have fully awakened, have good gear, and have tested them out properly. I'm not going to do anything less. I can talk about them and theory craft them, but I won't do anything more than that. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will check you guys in the next video. Make sure to comment down below and tell me what you have summoned with your 10 free summons. Hopefully it's some sparks. Hopefully it's something good. Check you guys in the next video. Peace.